All right, good evening, everybody. This is Mike Green from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, Leafit headquarters. We are here for our Thursday night Inner Circle webinar. This is where we bring leaders to the forefront and let them tell you firsthand what they're doing and how excited they are about our program. We've got our host tonight, Ron Pope, Chief Operating Officer, Chief Marketing Officer for Leafit, a superstar. I've known Ron now for almost 2 months, and I can tell you the guy, they used to call me the ever-ready battery, and he's doing circles around me. So Ron Pope is here. Ron, you are here, right?
I am
Tell me
still
you're
here.
here, Ron. All right, Ron. I'm going to turn it over to you, and as I told everybody, I will go ahead and stay in the background, answer as many questions as I can, kind of field those for you until the bottom of the hour, and then I've got to go do a meeting here at corporate headquarters, kind of a live event we do every Thursday night. So enjoy, everybody. I'm going to stay on just as long as I can, but Ron, it's all yours.
Excellent. Thank you, Mike. And again, appreciate all your hard work and dedication each and every day here, donating your time and just seeing this company move forward in the manner that it is pretty exciting. I was working earlier today with the individuals that are hosting the block party and getting all that ready, and they were giving me some stats that it's just pretty exciting that we're going to be VIPs at some of these celebrity block parties coming up, and this first one's going to air in over 3 million homes nationally, and they're expecting several thousand people to show up, and it's just exciting. I mean, the closer these things get and become reality. Um, it really pumps me up, and I want to take every opportunity I can to share with everybody in the field what's going on over here at corporate. And but tonight is our Inner Circle webinar. This is where we bring leaders to you, and got a special treat for you tonight. This is going to be really fun. I want to really open your guys' mind up as to different ways to be able to market Leafit. And we're going to have some fun on this call here tonight, I think. So jumping right into it, if you're new to Leafit, what are we? Well, here's what we do. We're the first app that will pay you a portion of the revenue when a picture that you post and tag a product to it, one of the products from over 19,000 different retailers that we have, you tag one of those products to it, somebody sees what you call a leaf or a post, and they decide to buy from that or use it as a portal to buy anything through your leaf, and you receive a commission. So we're the first social network that's tying e-commerce together and sharing the revenue for the content that you post. Now, it's not anything different than what you guys are already doing. Okay, so if you're already with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any of those other platforms right now, you're already doing this, and so you're just going to do the exact same thing. Only this time you're going to get paid to do it. Okay, you're going to share in the revenue that's generated. As I stated earlier, we're contracted with over 19,000 different retailers worldwide. We have free install right now for iOS 7.0 and above. That's the iPhone. All right, and then we're under future development right now for the PC and Mac versions. Those are in the initial stages of laying them out, and a lot of confusion out there. People think that when you come out with one app that you should just be able to come out with all of them at the same time, and it's actually not that way. It does take additional programming and development for each version. So we're coming out with the iPhone first, and then we'll come out with the desktop and Android versions right after that. So we have a patent pending on our business model, which means that we have first to market, and so do you. So you could go out and tell all your friends. What I always suggest to everybody that I talk to is just, put it up on your social network, let them know about Leafit and the fact that the app is coming out here real soon, and they'll be able to come over here and start to socialize and receive a portion of the revenue. It's very, very simple. It's what I call an elevator pitch. Um, I mean, in a matter of seconds, you could gain somebody's interest, and you just say that Leafit is the first social network that actually shares the revenue from the sales that are generated from the content that you post. And then when they go, what? Then you send them through to your website, the replicated website. Everybody at Leafit has a replicated site. And so you send them right through to your website. They watch the videos. You tell them which ones to watch. Go and watch the app demo. This is a very visual company, guys. I mean, people need to see it to understand it. And once they see it, they go, oh, wow, I get it. All right. And at that point is where you now have a new user. Okay. And the really cool thing about Leafit is, even if they don't join you as an associate and want to build a business with you, they can still come in for free. They can make money, and you can make money off of their activity as well. So this is one of the only business models that I know of where you do not have to pay to make money with it. So it's pretty incredible. Proven market. We're not talking about a new market. We're talking about one that's been around for a while. We're not asking anybody to change the way that they do things, change the way they shop, or the activities that they do each day. Simply just do it on a different platform, and that is Leafit. Okay. And if you look at the proven market here, which I know you guys are looking at on your screen, Pinterest, even down here at the bottom, being the smallest one, they have 70 million users. That would be pretty good to have 70 million users. And they only came out in 2010. Look at over here at Google Plus. They played off of the successes of all the other platforms. They came out in 2011, and they already have over 540 million users, which means that they played off the success of the others, and they followed a proven business model. Look at Facebook here with over 1.23 billion. Came out in 2004. So, guys, this is a proven market. I mean, if you're looking for an opportunity to do something where there's plenty of opportunity for you and plenty of room, congratulations for being here this evening. You found the perfect business model. You found the perfect platform to build yourself a business on. Let's take a look here real quick at the number of pictures that are posted daily as well. This is really the backbone to what we do. Okay, is snap it. You snap a picture, tag a product to it, and then post it. Okay, and it's going to pay you. Well, the backbone to all that, it starts with snapping a picture. So if you're somebody who does not post a lot of pictures, I just want to assure you that other people are posting pictures. Pinterest, 20 million pictures a day. Twitter, 144 million a day. Google Plus, 214, and then you got Facebook up here, 350 million pictures each and every day. And that's just, I mean, incredible. That's like 35 pictures every day from every single person that lives in the New York City area. 35 pictures a day for every single person. If you've ever been to New York, it's pretty crowded, a lot of stuff going on, activity all around you, people all over, and then realize every single one of those people would be posting 35 pictures each and every day. That's incredible. So it's, again, not something new that we're asking people to do. It's something they're already doing. But what we're doing over here with Leafit is we're tying multiple markets together to create an enormous opportunity for you guys. Starting off with the base of the social networking with over 2 billion users. That's up almost 1 billion users, guys, since 2011. Then we have the online advertising at over $135 billion. We will be rolling out an advertising platform on Leafit in the future here. So you guys will be able to refer in merchants. You'll be able to boost your leaves or boost your post so that everybody on the Leafit network will be able to see that. That's why we tie in the online advertising here. Okay, it's a major factor that you guys will be able to share in the future. That's up $17 billion since 2012. So another growing market. Affiliate and direct sales, networking. Okay, $167 billion a year. That's up $2 billion just in the last 12 months. So another market that's exploding. And then we've got e-commerce, which is just an insane amount of traffic or revenue generated through there. $1.5 trillion. That's up about $500 billion just since 2012. So do you think maybe there's a little bit of room in this market for you guys? We're talking about a total market of about $1.8 trillion and growing each and every day. All right, so that's what's going on right now. Let's look at some projections over the next 3 years here. Where does the market expect to go? Well, as far as the new users coming on, look at this here. We're going to be right around 2 billion this year, and then you come up this way next year, 2.18. Okay, 2017, 2.55. That's incredible growth. I mean, number of new people coming into using social networks, it just continues to go and go and go exponentially. Okay, so it's not showing any signs of slowing down anytime in the near future. Matter of fact, this is the future. This is the direction everything is headed. Now, with this growth in people, what's happening with e-commerce? Okay, is revenue increasing in e-commerce as well? Absolutely. Business to consumer e-commerce is exploding. Okay, over 1.5 trillion. And these are trillion now, guys. Over 1.5 trillion this year in projected sales. And then look at the growth pattern. It just keeps going and going and going. And by 2017, we're going to be close to another $1 trillion over what we're doing this year. So, I mean, enormous room and potential for you guys to build a good, solid business on. Now that you understand the market here, you need to understand what it takes to be able to, capitalize on that market and monetize your contacts that you have in your social network now, or that you will have in the near future. Because in my opportunity presentations, I always ask people that, if there was an opportunity to make money for everybody that you referred to a social network, would you refer more people? And hands down, the answer to that is yes. Of course you would. If there was a monetary gain for you for referring people into a social network where you get to hang out with them, have fun, chat, post pictures, things like that, of course you would refer more people, and so would they. All right, it would go viral. And that's exactly what's happening right now with Leafit. Is we're going viral. We're gaining hundreds upon hundreds of new users each and every day. And today, when I called some of the different vendors that I'm setting up for the block party next weekend, to help us, get all of our marketing and things up over there. Boy, they were bending over backwards for us, giving us all kinds of special pricing and stuff. A lot of these places had already heard of us, and so it's really really cool to be able to be with a company that's quickly becoming a household name. But what do you need to do? How do you build your business? And there's a cookie cutter way for doing it, and then there's really cool cutting edge ways. And that's what I want to show you guys tonight. And a couple of partners, we've had them on the inner circle call in the past. And I'm going to bring one of them back out here this evening. John Simpson actually had an emergency he had to get away to, but Joe Kronk is going to be with us this evening. And before I bring him out, I just want to kind of share with you real quick some of the cool things that they're doing. And this is something that was sent over to us at corporate. And a couple weeks ago, they sent us the first one. And we thought, that was really neat. And then they sent us another one. And this is the type of cool things that you guys really need to open up your mind to and get your business rocking, as Joe would say. So let me just go right into it. We're going to watch a quick video of some of the creative things that John and Joe have come up with here. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit more about John and Joe. And I'm going to hand the platform over to Joe.
Hey, Joe here from the Rockstars team and Rockstars TV. Check it out. There's no branding here going on. I'll tell you, I am at the famous Barefoot Landing in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, and we are here to do a little test today. We're going to hit the streets, or I should say boardwalk here, and find out just what people think about Leafit, the idea, the business concept of the first social network and mobile app that actually pays you. We're going to find out here on the street live and in action. So who's with me? Come on, check it out. All right, Joe here. I am with Chris. Just met Chris, and I said I'm digging the brim for sure. We're at Barefoot Landing, and just wanted to ask Chris a couple questions here. Chris, are you on any social network like Facebook, anything like that?
Yes, I have Facebook.
Okay. Now, the big question is, how much money have you made from Facebook? Nothing? Zero?
Zero.
You know how much Mark Zuckerberg makes? It's like crazy. It's like $20 million a day, right? So he hasn't shared any with you?
No.
No, not with me either. So, well, what if I told you there was a new social network and mobile app that's going to share the wealth with you? That's going to pay you basically for posting pictures and really doing what you normally do on social networks.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, nice. Well, I'll tell you, this app is also going to be used to check prices. It's going to, you can use it basically, it's going to search over 19,000 merchants and give you the lowest price. Would you dig an app like that could actually save you money and make you money?
Sounds like a great idea.
Nice. Well, we are rocking with Chris here. Would you like to find out more info?
Of course.
That's how easy it is. By the way, when you join Leafit, you will not have to do this, interview people. If you can't tell, I'm basically crazy. So that's it. You'll actually be able to just share the app. Now that will be even easier. Now let's find our next victim. Our next tourist. All right, all right. Joe here again. I'm with Ian and Emily, right? You guys, are you tourists here from out of town? All right. Just wanted to ask you a couple questions here. Are you guys on any kind of social network, Facebook, anything like that?
Yeah, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter,
Okay.
regular.
Okay, cool. So you are very familiar with it. The main question is, how much money have you made from those social networks?
Zero.
Wow. Okay. That was quick. That was really, really quick. All right. Well, guys, I haven't made any money on it either. It'd be nice if Mark Zuckerberg shared a little that well, right? Yeah. Well, what if I told you there's a brand new social network and mobile app where they're actually going to share the wealth with you and pay you just for posting pictures and sharing the opportunity with others?
Cool.
Yeah?
Be all right with that.
Pretty awesome?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's it, folks. That's how easy it is. I'm telling you. Would you like to get some more information?
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Ian,
Thank you.
Emily. All right. Rock on as we.
Okay, guys. So you kind of got a feel for what Joe was doing out there on the beach, and it was just random. He's just like, hey, let's go out and see what people think of this, and got a camera guy to go out there with him, and started asking people questions, and hands down, Joe called us up so excited. He's like, man, everybody seems to love this. And recently, he went to a university here because, if you think about your target market on college campuses, Leafit's killing it. Because, think about that generation. They're all about the social networks and hence Facebook. That's where it came from. So Joe went out to a university, and I'm going to show you just a little bit about this one here. He just did this in the last couple of days. And again, the whole idea behind all this is to get you guys thinking. You don't have to go out and do videos, but what kinds of creative ways can you market your business? Okay, so let's go ahead and just watch a little bit about this one here as well.
Hello, Ron, can you hear me? I'm not hearing audio. I'm not sure if anyone else is having that problem.
See, well, we had to ride dinosaurs to class back then, and this was like T-Rex Hall or something like that. I don't know, but the actual.
Joe, do you guys hear the audio now? Let me know if you hear this real quick.
Yes, got it now, Ron.
Okay, my apologies there, guys. Let's try that. Let's continue on from here.
Questions here. Are you guys on any kind of social networking sites? Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram. Yeah.
Instagram, perfect. And the next question is, how much money have you made from that social network? None?
None.
Zero?
At all.
You probably need money in college, I would guess.
Yes,
I remember I did. So, well, what if I told you there's a new social network called Leafit, where it's actually going to share the wealth with you guys and pay you to do basically the same thing that you're doing, to post pictures, to tag and share content with your friends and actually share the opportunity.
That's
Cool.
amazing.
All right. Amazing. That's great. Well, I'll tell you what, it is pretty amazing. This is brand new. Again, it's called Leafit, and we're going to be out in the App Store any minute here for download. So I appreciate you guys taking the time. Is that something you think you would share with your friends?
Yes. Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
Money never hurts, right?
Nope.
All right. So you guys have to do it for me. Get a little closer and say, Leafit rocks.
Leafit rocks.
Nice. Perfect. All right. Hey, Joe here again, and I am with Nathaniel. He's going to be a freshman here. You're starting in like a week here, right?
Yep, that's right.
All right. My advice to Nathaniel is never leave school. It gets a lot tougher out there in the real world. There's no question about it. But Nathaniel, let me ask you a question. Are you on any kind of social network, Facebook, Instagram, anything like that?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, Instagram.
Perfect. You're the generation that is really plugged into all this kind of stuff, you know. Back in the day, I was just saying that we had to ride dinosaurs to class, and we used those rock tablets, you know. They're hard to carry around. So, anyways, the next big question is, how much money have you made from being on those social networks and helping to grow those social networks? None at all. Zero. Mark Zuckerberg has not sent you a check.
Not one.
He hasn't shared it with you. Well, he makes crazy money. It's something crazy, like 20 million a day or a week or something.
Oh,
it's insane. Well, what if I was to tell you, Nathaniel, that there's actually a new social network that connects with all your other social networks that is going to share the wealth with you for the first time in history and actually pay you to do the same things you're doing normally, to post pictures, to share content, and to share basically this amazing opportunity. What would you say?
Oh, man, I can get on it right now.
Well, how would you like some more information about it?
Yeah,
Definitely. Nice.
Definitely.
Well, I appreciate the time, definitely, Nathaniel, and I'll get you that information. That's it, guys. Hey, Joe here again.
So you guys can see, he's out having fun. He's talking to people, interviewing. It doesn't matter where you do this. I mean, you could go to the mall, you could go to to the beach, to a college campus. It doesn't matter where you go. You could go to a trade show. You could do anywhere that there's a crowd. Just go out and start talking to people. And one of the things I love about it is when you pull a camera out, everybody thinks, hey, I'm going to be on camera. That's pretty important. I just love the angle that you guys have done here, Joe. And I want to turn the platform over to you so that you can kind of come out, talk to everybody. But you and John are not new to business. You guys have been in. I see John's been in business for over 30 years in construction and masonry, actually. And then, Joe, I know you've been involved in the automotive industry for quite some time, training Fortune 100 companies. It looks like you and John had met about 8 years ago online in a previous venture. I don't know which one that was, but what excites me is the fact that you guys owned your own mobile app company for a while, specialized in automated systems, which I love systems. I've talked to you about those and the sales funnel and things that we have that we're working on right now. That's where I've been able to generate a lot of my wealth is through automated systems, a leverage of time and energy. I love the video marketing, the social, the mobile e-commerce, direct sales. You guys have an incredible background. Obviously, you've built enormous teams, 20,000 plus people. And so, Joe, what is it you guys are doing? What do you see in Leafit? Why are you so focused and dedicated? Because I know you and John, you guys are killing this thing, man. You guys are going out and you're fully focused on it. You've made it one of your primary businesses. And what is it you see here, and where do you see your business with Leafit going?
Hey, Ron, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Great. Well, just wanted to thank you, first of all, having me on. It's just a privilege to be on. It's an honor to be on the webinar. Looking at those videos, I really have to learn how to be a little less choppy on those videos. That's what I got out of it. But
you know what I love about that, Joe, is it makes it real. It makes it something that people look at and go, I can do that. I thought it was great. It was real.
No, thanks so much. And we're just excited. I can tell you, I don't know how else to put it, that we're pumped up, we're stoked, we're excited. John and I, as it says on the screen, have literally seen hundreds and thousands of businesses. We've been connected to top management many, many times, and we are just genuinely really excited about Leafit, what you guys are bringing to the table. First of all, I have to apologize a little bit for John. He had an emergency come up, like you said, personal emergency. Had to pick up his dad at the airport last minute because of the emergency. So, and I can't remember the last time John said he was going to be on a webinar or be on a call and not. And I mean, that's in 8 years or whatever. And that's why we call him The Rock. It's kind of strange doing it without John. That's how close we are. We met online in a different project years and years ago, just hit it off, and it's amazing. We actually did not meet. We had businesses together. We did all kind of things together and did not meet live in person until last year, which just, it just blows your mind, because we're always online, we're always talking, we're always Skyping, whatever, and it just seems like that's the beauty of the online, the virtual world here, that we felt like brothers, and so it was really kind of crazy just to meet in person, but it was nothing new. We knew each other so well by then that it was perfect. But wanted to thank you guys also here, Ron and Mike Green, what you guys are doing, Lawrence, of course, Rob Hanley. You guys are the rock stars. We call ourselves the biz rock stars, but you guys are really the rock stars. What you put together for everyone. If someone is just coming on this webinar or new to Leafit or new to the industry, I'm not sure that a lot of people know how much you guys have done and put together for everybody. You've got daily webinars, you've got the app demos, you've got calls like this, the inner circle calls. I mean, you guys work harder than we do, which is hard to say, because we call ourselves the warriors and the rock stars, but you've really proven that you guys are rock stars. So we're just excited because, again, as you can see on the screen here, that our previous history has really been, our previous kind of core businesses have been in the mobile space, have specialized in automated systems, video, social, mobole, commerce, direct sales. When we saw, and to be frankly honest, and this is kind of, I'm going to probably quote close to what Rob Hanley said too, we were a little bit tired of the industry. I mean, honestly, it's kind of like Rob said, we're seeing people just jump from and we've been caught in that ourselves, so don't get us wrong, John and myself, that, seeing people go from shiny object to shiny object, or the next new thing, or the best new thing, supposedly, and we were a little tired of the industry seeing where it was going. And when we saw Leafit, I just have to say one word, that it was refreshing. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's the word that comes to my mind, is that it was really refreshing to see, somebody or a company put together all these aspects where you're talking about social networking, mobile, advertising, combining e-commerce and direct sales. It's like you said, Ron, I've stated this myself, we really look at this as kind of the perfect business model. It's amazing. You look at the growth of social networking, it's staggering. With 1.2 or 3 billion people on Facebook, it's obvious that people want to connect. And I've even had people and leaders or people that are curious about this say, wow, why didn't anyone figure this out? Why didn't anyone do this before this? And that's how really strong of a concept this is. We know that a couple companies have tried to do this and have never done it, because of whatever it was, finances or whatever, have never pulled it off. And you guys have done that. Leafit and Lawrence and you, Ron, just rock stars. So we're just pumped, if you can't tell, and having fun. That's what I want to have people realize here, is that you can have a lot of fun doing this. I just ask 3 questions. I mean, simple. Wherever I'm at, if it's in a conversation, if I'm doing the videos like that, it's just, are you on any social networks? And it's almost a dumb question these days. People are like, yeah, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, whatever. Then the next one is kind of a shocking question. Well, how much money have you made? And I let them answer. I've been at a restaurant or a restaurant bar when I'm on the road, and I let the people answer. They say, "What do you mean? What do you mean money?" Right? And if you think about that, that's crazy. That no one has made money so far in these, that we've helped to build these huge, gigantic, ginormous social networks, right? So, and then the third, of course, did you know that there's a new social network that actually pays you? There's a social network, as you said, Ron, that shares the revenue from the sales generated from the content that you post. And people go, what? And that's what you want them to do. To me, it's really fun to see the wrinkles, the questions on people's mind. They're like, what do you mean you can make money from doing this? And a little later in that video that you were just showing, there was a guy, James. He actually worked at the college, and he was just classic. I mean, he made my whole day so fun, and I actually did all of that just a couple days ago. So we're just having fun, and I want people to, like you said, Ron, kind of think out of the box. Like you said, there is a cookie cutter way of doing this, and we've had some success at that as well. Just messaging people on Facebook or calling people, as Rob Hanley says. I mean, those techniques work. We just like to have a little bit more fun with it, and just get out of that box, because this is really a paradigm shift. I mean, people have to realize that there is going to be a huge economic shift if you look at mobile apps and where everything is going. Like you mentioned, Ron, you go to New York City, and there's companies paying billions of dollars for the huge advertising up on the in Times Square there. Nobody's looking at it. They're all looking down at their phones, and that's what, to me, is amazing. So everything is going mobile, everything is going social, and for you guys to combine mobile, social, e-commerce, direct sales is just crazy. I truly believe that a lot of people don't realize, even on this call, don't realize, as one of our great leaders, our top leader, Greg Greisner, he says it all the time. He says, I don't think people understand or realize what they have in front of them. And I would second and third and fourth that, because what you guys have put together and what's about to unleash with Leafit is just incredible. So if you can't tell, we're a little bit stoked on this side.
Excellent. I was talking to Greg about 2 days ago, and he had made a comment to me about this is his last company. And Greg is a massive leader in the industry, and I appreciate you guys bringing him in. And I've had the opportunity to work with Greg in companies in the past, and he made a comment, though, that this is the last company he's ever going to have to do. He's fully focused right here, and putting all of his other projects off. And I said, Greg, I hope you really mean that, because that's the vision, that when people understand where Leafit is headed and they get that serious and that passionate about it, it's gonna change lives. And he said, no, I absolutely mean it. He said, I got to tell you though, Ron, when I first looked at it, the first 24 to 48 hours, he said, I didn't know what I had my hands on. And he said, and all of a sudden the light came on. I lost some sleep over it. And he said, now I get it. Now I get it. So, if you're still sitting there trying to figure out what
Absolutely.
it is, Guys, really sit down and think about it. Look at the charts that we just went through and understand the growth of this market, the growth of all the markets that we're bringing together. And as Joe just stated, it's never been done before, and there's been a lot of companies that have talked about it. We've got it done. If you're still sitting there and you say, well, I don't have the app on my phone. Well, over 1,000 people do. And if need be, we'll open up beta next week to allow, several thousand more people come into it. But we've done our part. Now we're just waiting for the App Store to finish it up so we can get that into the App Store. Once that's done, then we start the desktop version. From the desktop version, we just keep expanding and going from version 1.0 to 2.0, 3.0. We just keep improving. It's only going to come out at about 10% of where where we expect it to go, where it's already mapped out, where Lawrence already has this going, and so I mean, you're hearing from Joe, and if John was on here, he would show just as much energy and excitement. And it's exciting when, for me, Joe. I mean, I appreciate you guys being on here and working as hard as you are, and your excitement in itself energizes me. I mean, we're all pretty excited. We get really close to the business, and sometimes it's hard to step back when you're working 18 to 20-hour days. It's hard to step back sometimes and really look at, just how exciting this is and how big it is, and things are really exploding because we've got just a million balls in the air at all times, and so to be able to speak with people like you and John and Greg and Coach and Rob and just all the great leaders that are out there right now. Paul Ankersmith has been volunteering on our Wednesday night live Q&A calls, and he's halfway around the world, and he's just excited over there as we are over here. So I love talking to you guys and hearing your excitement and seeing your new fresh angles of marketing things. And networking, guys, is a really neat industry. If you've never been in it before, you meet all kinds of people here. And, I'm not bragging, but I've made millions of dollars over my career in the last 18 years. And I got to tell you, a lot of the best contacts, because, in life, it's not always what you know, it's who you know. And I've made some of my best contacts and developed some of my best traditional businesses even from sources that I've met in the networking industry. And so don't think for a moment that networking is, second class. It is top-notch industry. And as you guys saw, it's growing by billions of dollars. And so, Joe, I'm going to hand it back. Did you have anything else that you wanted to cover here?
Yeah, I just wanted to add something, if you don't mind, Ron, just for people to, to not be afraid to share this. From what I saw on the college campus, from what I saw on the kids, I mean, I have to tell you, and this just popped in my head too, but it's very relevant. Right before the webinar tonight, my 5-year-old came to my desk here in my home office and said, Dad, can I play with your iPhone? Can I use your iPhone? She knows the games better than I do. She comes up and she says, boom, 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 boom. Here, and she can't even literally read. She can read a little bit, but she says, this one's free, Dad. Can I get this one? Can I download this? Give me your password. And I'm like, oh my God, she's going to be buying a car here in a minute, right? But it's unbelievable to think of that. That's the generations that are growing up with this technology. And I'm just going to tell you, again, from what I saw, you think about a college campus. I told Greg this too just yesterday. I said all we have to do is learn how to tap into the college market, and there's a million other markets, of course, too. But from what I saw, again, this is powerful. People want this. I mean, so don't be afraid to share this. That's what I really want to tell people, and have some fun with it. You're going to hear this over and over and over from a lot of the leaders to keep it simple, but it's really, really true. I mean, Coach Van, Rob, everybody, John would say the same thing. Don't overthink this. We talk to a lot of people that say, oh, I don't know every aspect of the comp plan. I don't know this. I don't know this. Who cares? This is such a powerful concept that all you have to do is introduce somebody to this, lead them to the water, lead them to the videos, the the pages that you guys have put together. Rob's working on a brand new funnel system. It's just amazing what you've put together. And the other, a lot of that is what I call paralysis by analysis. Just go share it. Have some fun with it. It comes up in normal conversation where people can tell when you're excited about something. And that's kind of the second thing, and probably really the last thing that I wanted to share is be passionate about this. If you can't be passionate about the first time in history where social networking is meeting mobile, is meeting advertising, is meeting e-commerce and direct sales, I don't know. I don't know if you can be passionate about anything. Have some true passion. Our great sponsor, Nick Hetcher, he really, and again, we've seen thousands of businesses. He said, you've got to see this. He said, John, you've got to see this. What I want to show you, a couple videos. All he did was share a couple videos, the same videos, and we did the same thing, is share a few of your videos with people, but it was his passion. He says, I've never seen anything like this. This is incredible. That's what made me stop and really look at it. Because, again, we get pitched 10 times a day, and I don't have time. John doesn't have time to look at most of that stuff. It's his passion. It's working with top leaders, like I said, our top leader, Greg Greisner. It's his passion. This is a multi-million-dollar earner in the industry. If that doesn't tell you something, he said it, many, many times. He said, this is the best opportunity I've seen in my entire career of 18 years. Guys, if you're out there, you're on the fence or whatever, or you haven't taken action yet, the writing's on the wall. This is about to explode. So I don't want to get on a total rant, but just the last thing I would say, Ron, is that, be patient also and be consistent with what you do. And that's one of the things that I learned really from Greg, is to be consistent, have a consistent message, and be patient. You don't have to have, we have people on the team said, I don't have 10 people, this week. So what? This is the very, very beginning of this entire paradigm shift and of Leafit. So I'm just going to say, get excited, get passionate, and have some fun with it. That's all I've got.
That's it, huh? Just that right
That's it.
Joe, the speakers we had on earlier this week, one of them was Will Cormany, and I keep hearing from you guys over and over again. I keep hearing from all of our speakers that you guys got kids and you're getting your families involved, and when you first started to take a look at it, you didn't really have time for it. I got to tell you, I'm going to share my quick bit of my own story here. Is that a friend of mine that I've known for about 11 years is part of Leafit. He called me up and said, hey, we're looking to, we'd like to have you come in and take over the marketing for the company. We're ready to, launch the app and explode. And we want you to come over here and take a look at it. Well, at the time I was working on a company, and the way I evaluate things is how many lives can I touch with it? And the company that I was building at the time, I was going to be able to, touch hundreds of thousands of people globally. And it was going to be a really good project. And we were dumping money into it and building it, and we hadn't quite kicked it all the way off yet. And I got that call from Bill, and he said, Ron, you really got to take a look at this. And I told him, I said, no, I'm so focused. I had 5.5 months into my other company. And I said, no, I'm not looking, man. I'm not looking around. I'm focused. And he said, you really, really need to take a look at this. And I told him no. And he said, well, here, just, go check out this video, and I'll call you back tomorrow. And I said, well, Bill, I'm not going to look at it. And he called me back the next day. And of course, that's what he does. He's a massive leader in the industry. He's got about 90% of Leafit in his downline. So, just kind of tell you how much of a builder he is. And so he called me back and he said, listen, Ron, he said, I'm not trying to recruit you here. He said, all I want you to do is look at the company and evaluate it. Give me your opinion of it and let me know where you think it's headed. And would you be interested in taking a look at, taking on the marketing? And I said, all right, Bill. I said, I'll give you 10 minutes. And so he goes, okay, go to join.me and let's do a quick screen share, because at the time we didn't have the app demo video on the website. And about that time, you talk about having a 5-year-old. I've got 14, 16, and an 18-year-old, and all of us have iPhones. And my 16-year-old Bryce, he walked in as I was going through this app demo, and he didn't say a word. He just sat there quietly watching and listening to what Bill had to say. And as I got off with Bill there towards the end, I said, okay, I said, you got my attention. I said, this looks pretty good. Let me think this over. And I got off the phone with him, and my son nudges me in the arm. He goes, what do you got to think about? And I said, I got to decide if there's a project I'm going to take on. He goes, do you realize what that is? And see, kids are so into this social media. And I had no idea that how much my son was into it. He starts comparing it with Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and I mean, just tearing it apart. My 18-year-old comes out who wants to be a game programmer, and him and Bryce start talking. So I got Brandon and Bryce trying to talk me into this, and I'm like, guys, I've been working on this other project for a long time. They go, yeah, but Dad, do you realize what it is? And so at that point, I had to step back and go, I got to open my mind up here. And so I called Bill back that evening. I said, okay, let's go through this again. And so he put me on the phone with Lawrence, and I got the overall vision of it. But, it's that generation that grasped this so quickly. And I'm not the biggest techie. I mean, I use, Facebook. I'm not real good on LinkedIn or Twitter or any of these others. I have some accounts with them, but, I work a lot, so I don't always have time to update them. But, it's that next generation. Now, once I realized what it was, and I said, yeah, let's, fly me out. Let's, take a look at this. And when I got there, they, asked me to take over operations and marketing both. And it's been, just nonstop. It's been my life for the last 2 months now. And what I do is when I come home, because I stay up there in Coeur d'Alene where the corporate office is, and then I get to come home every once in a while. And what I'll do is I'll actually sit my boys down and say, hey, here's kind of what I'm thinking here. These are some of the ideas that we're looking at with the company. What do you guys think? It's a lot like what you just did, Joe, where you go out to these college campuses and things. You get the younger generation's opinion, and that's the same type of thing I'll do here with my 16, my 18-year-old, and their friends. Is what do you guys think of this? Do you think this is something you would use? And so we're really in tune with not just our field and the direction of the market, but also what are the consumers looking for. And so when we say this has never been done before, I don't think it's ever been done to this level. And I mean, we've finished it, guys. I mean, it's just a matter of waiting for the App Store to put it live. But, once I realized, I mean, just to finish my story off, once I realized what I had my hands on, I went ahead and shut my own company down. I mean, it was, I had to. I mean, there was no denying what I had my hands on. And so it was my partners supported the idea, and matter of fact, one of them came over here, which is Rob Hanley, and you guys are in his downline, and a lot of you on the webinar this evening are in his downline, and he was my partner on the previous, and he said, I mean, you guys might have heard him on Tuesday. He said I didn't want to do another network marketing company, but this is so far beyond networking, guys, where this is headed. So. Joe, thank you so much for coming out and spending this time with us. And I've been talking here for a little bit. Did any last minute thoughts come to mind that you want to share?
No, I just wanted to thank you again for everything, and I guess the last minute thought would be again just to say don't be afraid to share this, because when I was doing the interviews and everything, this is genuine, folks, that they really want something like this. I mean, can you imagine me out on a college campus or out on the beach or something pitching pills or a lotion or potion? Don't get me wrong, there's great companies out there, but first of all, I wouldn't be doing it, right? I mean, you just can't go, put a video up or a camera up and, oh, let me tell you about my new pill, I mean, this is what I really want to say, and we were in the same boat, Ron, where John and I both said, we're not interested. We're not looking for anything. And I looked at a couple of the videos, and I called John, and I said, I just took a position. And normally I would never do that without consulting with him first it was just so powerful. And my last thought really is that people want this, people need this. You know, when I was doing those interviews, at the very end, I always say, you know, would you like some more information? And I would always just kind of say that to wrap up the video, and they would say, oh yeah, sure, that sounds good. Well, when I shut down the camera, every single person, every single student said, no, really. Do you have any information? Do you have a website I can go to? Is this real? And that would be my final thought: is share this. And I guess the biggest final thought is have fun doing it. As you can tell, we're having big fun, and we just want to rock and roll with Leafit. It's amazing.
You know, there's an obvious that I just want to state here too, Joe, that you're doing it. All the big leaders are doing it, and I just want to make it, I mean, just black and white here for everybody. Lead with the social network. Okay, lead out there with the free affiliate opportunity here, where they can come in.
Absolutely.
They can tag it and post it and get paid. Okay. So lead with that, because even if somebody doesn't pay to become an associate, you're still making money every time that they make an e-commerce sale. You make money if one of their free affiliates decide to upgrade. Okay, they do too. I mean, they get paid the $50 commission on somebody upgrading to associate. Even if they're still a free affiliate, they're going to make that $50. So 3 referrals, and what do you think they're going to do? They're going to upgrade. Okay, they're going to become an associate so that they can, get the education, the iGrow University. That's the product here, guys, is the iGrow University. But you lead with the free affiliate opportunity here, where they can, start marketing and making money for free. And then once they're ready to step up into an associate position, they really want to know how to market and explode their business. That's where the iGrow University comes in, and it shows them, how to tap into those social networks, how to explode their marketing campaigns and put some serious money back in their pocket. So, but always lead with the affiliate opportunity first, and then after, once they're a user, then you can help them upgrade into an associate position and show them how they can make multiple streams of income. They can get 9 generations on the unilevel and the 9 levels in the matrix, which has an income potential in the matrix alone of over 120,000 a month. And if you think, well, I've done matrix programs in the past, and they don't always work. Well, guys, have you ever done a matrix program with a social network? I mean, that in itself is such a perfect pairing, because everybody's socializing, and in a matrix scenario is really a social network. I mean, it's a matter of everybody working together and having fun. And then when you get real serious about it, you can always, start tapping into the check match. But I would suggest, and I know Joe, you do it yourself, is lead with the affiliate opportunity to just become a user on the platform.
Absolutely.
So, Joe, I want to thank you and give my best to John. Hopefully everything's okay there with his emergency. And always a pleasure having you out, Joe, and spending this time with us. And I'm glad that I had the opportunity to show your videos here tonight. Hopefully that opened up some minds. And you guys on the webinar right now are thinking about all the creative ways that you can get your name out there and get the business out there and really start bringing in some users. Do not have unreal expectations in this business, though. Understand, and when I say that, the income, sky's the limit. I mean, this thing's going to grow extremely fast and viral for you. But what I mean by unreal expectations is don't expect everybody, don't expect everybody that you talk to come in as an associate. Okay. About, I would say probably 80 to 90% of the people that come in with you are going to come in as an affiliate. But once they start to refer other users in, you'll start to see some upgrades. We see incredible upgrades on a daily basis. But just, be real about it. Don't get upset if, 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 people say, I'll be an affiliate. You're still going to make money with those guys. You're still going to build your organization, and you're still going to have a lot of fun. So, Joe, thanks again for coming out and spending this time with us. Always a pleasure.
No, thank you, Ron, and can't thank you guys enough for the opportunity. I could say it a million times. So I have to say it. Rock and roll. Rock on.
Absolutely. So to finish it off here, I want to talk about just a couple of quick things. We got a $200,000 prize pool up for grabs right now when we hit 5,000 paying associates. The one who has the most personally enrolled Leafit associate memberships will get a $15,000 check. When we hit 10,000 paying associates, the one with the most personally enrolled Leafit associate memberships will get 25,000. When we hit 25 and 50,000, it's going to be the person who has the most personally enrolled Leafit associate memberships, but also those individuals have 3 each. Okay, so the person who has the most personally sponsored, who each have 3 apiece. That's where the big money is going to be given away. That's where the teamwork kicks in. 50,000 and then 110,000 for a total of $200,000. We would love to be giving all this away this year. Guys, get ready. We're going to see a huge explosion as soon as the app hits the App Store. We are literally just on pins and needles waiting for it. We've done everything at corporate that we can do, and we're just literally waiting for the App Store. If you're not aware of what took place about 2 weeks ago, Facebook had required all apps that are in the App Store to that have anything to do with Facebook, any kind of integration or share or feed or anything coming from them, that all those apps have to update and get approval from Facebook. So we're literally just waiting for that now. They've signed off on our SDKs and a couple other things, and so it's finishing up with Facebook and the App Store, and then we're hoping to have some exciting announcements here in the next few days for you guys. We already expected to be live, so our apologies, but it is out of our hands, out of our control. It's literally just due to the backlog that's been created. So $200,000 giveaway. Let's see how quick we can give that out to you guys. This is a visual business. Make sure that you are sending your people to the website. This is a screenshot of the replicated website. You can watch the product video, which is the updated product video, just came out about, on the 2nd of August. There's the app demo that I was referring to. So if you're on an Android or you're not part of beta right now, watch that app demo or send your prospects through to that app demo. Then we also have the demo or the video from our CEO, and below this, which you can't see on my screen, is the new compensation video as well. So great resources right there. If you want to get somebody registered for one of the webinars, have them click right here on webinars, and it'll pull them into a registration page where they can register for any of our webinars. We have 6 opportunity webinars daily. We've got Monday night Jumpstart. That's our corporate update calls. If you're not getting on that, make sure you are. We've still got room on those webinars. If we have to expand the room, we will. We got room for 1,000 people, and we'll expand it if we need to. Then we've got Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is the inner circle, like what you're on right here, right now. Hopefully you guys find a lot of value through this. And then the biggest rave right now has been on our Wednesday night live questions and answers webinar. We've done 2 of them now. First one was almost 2 hours. The second one was about 1 hour and 10 minutes. We are trying to hold those to 1 hour. We're answering literally hundreds of questions. If you don't have questions of your own, still come out with a pen and paper, listen to what we're going through, and really, really enjoy spending some time with us and understanding the bigger picture. I mean, this opportunity is not going to come back around again. And, being here today is like being there at the beginning of Facebook or Apple itself. So, congratulations for being here. We are viral right now. What's next? If you're new to Leafit and this is your first call with us and you have not gotten started yet, or you're in as an affiliate and you're ready to upgrade to associate, simply decide to move forward right now. Get your sponsor's username. Go to leafit.biz/your sponsor's username. Secure your position. Okay, guys, it is time sensitive because it is a matrix-based program. You want to get in before other leaders get in, so that way they're below you and helping fill up your matrix there. But secure your position right away. Do not have, as Joe says, paralysis of analysis. I love that term. That's one I've used over the years as well. And you know what, guys? I mean, just declare a war on procrastination. Don't sit there and overthink things. Just get started. It's a very, very simple business model. If you're sitting there going, is that really all there is to it? Yep. It's a very simple business model. So follow the step-by-step system, plug into all the webinars, invite people to them, build your relationships, and have a lot of fun. Okay, so welcome to the team. If you're getting started with us this evening, let the fun begin. Start reaching out to folks and just enjoy yourself. Thanks for spending this time with us, and I look forward to a real prosperous future together. Have a great night, guys.